The narcissist, when confronted, is one of the most fascinating but scariest things you could ever witness. The narcissist, when confronted, will stop at nothing to give you a piece of his or her mind to you and let you know that you are in the wrong, even though you are completely right. Narcissistic rage is not exactly what most people would think of. Narcissistic rage is just not really something that you can understand unless you have witnessed it in your life. Hi guys, this is Faceless Not Valueless. Thank you for tuning in to another video. I am a survivor of narcissistic abuse, and I'm here to validate survivors and victims, and I am not a professional, so yeah, just wanted to mention that for those of you who are new to my channel. So back to the topic. Narcissistic rage is used as a way of controlling and intimidating victims, and as a form of manipulation, and as a form of victimizing themselves, because ultimately what the narcissist wants to do is win every single argument and every single thing that's thrown at them. There's a key phrase that I remember when I would confront the narcissist about certain behaviors, and it would be this: you keep accusing me. You keep accusing me. Isn't it interesting that when you are confronting a narcissist, the thing that they say is, "What are you talking about? You are accusing me about these things." And then they will go into this spiral of amnesia and do anything possible to convince you that they do not remember. Honestly, in my opinion, this may be the truth. Some narcissists might not remember what they did because maybe they were so high or intoxicated with alcohol that maybe they do not remember. But of course, that is not an excuse. However, it is something that is very damaging. If there's kids in the room witnessing this, if there's any minors witnessing this type of abuse, it can scar them for life. Excuse me. So, I would advise you to not confront the narcissist if you know that you don't have somewhere safe to go. If you are still in this situation, the way to win the game is by staying silent. Sometimes being silent can save your life and your sanity. Let them think whatever they want to think about you. Let them think that you have no power, that you are weak, that you cannot do anything. Let them think whatever they want to think. But deep down inside, you're collecting information. You are going to the library, getting your documents scanned, like your license, your birth certificate, your insurance, anything of importance, and you're storing it away because you're doing a safety plan, right? I'm talking to those of you who are doing the safety plan to get out of domestic violence. Let them think whatever they want to think. The more you try to prove the narcissist that they're wrong, the more you look like you are crazy. And not because you are crazy, but because all of the things that are around you will point at you and will make you look like you're crazy. I know this by experience. You get agitated, you get frustrated, irritated, annoyed, you feel angry and so disrespected that you just have to let this non-individual know that what they're doing is wrong and that you are no longer fooled and you know exactly what they are. It's not going to change anything, guys. You see, you're if you're still with this mentality that you want to tell them that you know who they really are, okay, I understand that. You're very triggered and you just got new information about this topic, and you're eager to let the villain know that you're no longer, an underdog. But honestly, guys, after years of confronting the narcissist and receiving the same type of replies, the same type of results, the same treatment, and the same loophole that I was stuck in would continue to grow every time I would confront the narcissist. So I decided to play the game and not say anything. But quietly, I was doing my own part. And when I made the decision to finally get out, I got out by accident, but that is a story for another time. I never thought that I would actually have the strength to leave until there was an opportunity for me to travel. And it wasn't for leisure, it was to help a family member who was very sick. And the pandemic hit, what's it called? The whole thing that happened, with starting with the V and ending with the S. You know what I mean? So, because all of that began to happen, I decided not to go back home. In a way, it was like a blessing in disguise for me, in my situation. I didn't know that it would be something that would benefit me in the future, because I wasn't doing it precisely to get away. I was doing it, I left to help someone. And then I was offered an opportunity. And I'm glad that happened to me. And I'm blessed. And I know many people do not have the same type of opportunity. And I feel that in my heart. It hurts to know that there's people that have been trying to get out and they can't. But during this process, when you're trying to get out, I would highly advise you to stay to yourself, keep to yourself. Doesn't matter how many good days you have with a narcissist, deep down inside, they do not change. Stop chasing the good moments. Every day you're wondering, well, maybe this is the day where I will get a bouquet of flowers or an apology or some type of indication that this person is actually willing to work things out. You're wasting your time, by the way, if you do that. People who are still in domestic violence, we when I say we, because of course I'm not there anymore, but we had this tendency of thinking, well, my purpose in life is reaching good moments. And you think this unconsciously. You do your best to be a good person, behave and do whatever it is that you were told to do in order to gain a positive reaction and avoid drama and avoid any type of conflict between this person or the enablers around them. And then what would happen is that you would get 5 good minutes an entire day. And you would be like, oh, but see, this person is not that bad. But you forgot the entire hours that you spent agonizing that day. So my suggestion to you is to really look at reality in the eye and see, wow, am I living for those small moments in time where the narcissist is actually nice to me? Am I really believing the lie that this person will continue to treat me differently if I try to repair myself, fix myself, modify the way I look? This is heavy stuff, guys, but you really need to think about it. In order to preserve your energy to get out, you need to understand that you are not right now in a safe place to confront the narcissist. Some of you might be brave and do it. I pray that everything goes well, but at the end of the day, you won't get really good results. because the narcissist won't admit to anything. They will not give you a good apology. They will not change and will definitely say whatever it is that you want to hear. So you can be manipulated into thinking that tomorrow will be a better day. Please understand that these people, they do not have accountability. If you want to hold them accountable, I would highly advise you to do it once you are out of the relationship. Because what I fear for you is that you would get hurt physically, or that you would get in deeper type of abuse. Now, I was hot-headed and I was not really the type of person to hold back. And I don't know how I survived certain conversations or arguments, if you will, because I would have probably been beaten. But for some reason, the narcissist knew that that was not an option to put his hands on me anymore. For certain reasons that I don't want to talk about, but there's many reasons why hurting me physically would have put him in trouble. So he would go and do other stuff that would be equally as damaging. And when you have been already physically abused that bad in your early years, you're always fearing when it's going to happen again. And so once I started getting older, the physical abuse stopped completely. But you always have that thought at the back of your mind, I wonder when it's going to happen again. These people are not safe or sane. And it's better to swallow your pride in trying to let them know that they're wrong. Because it's not going to change anything. You work on yourself. You move in silence. You do what you got to do without the narcissist knowing. And one day you're out of there. Period. That's all. That's all you have to do. That is a goal to have in mind. Not trying to convince the narcissist to change. Not trying to make them feel a certain way by exposing them. And definitely not trying to gain some sort of control back in your life by telling this person that you won't do whatever it is that they're trying to manipulate you to do. Because at the end of the day, they won't care. It's not like they're normal people where they can analyze and be like, oh yeah, maybe I should have not said that. Or, wow, you're right, I was kind of mean. They will never do that. And if they do, it's fake. It's really fake, guys. I just really need you to understand that narcissistic rage is a weapon used to further manipulate you and make you feel guilty. If you are in the process of getting out, or if you're just getting information about this topic, please move in silence. Don't let them know what you know. And once you leave, that would be the reverse card that they will never see coming. You understand that you're not in a safe place right now to making these types of comments. You have to do what's best for you. If you need to walk away from the conversation, do so. But do not expect them to say, I'm sorry. Okay, guys? I just feel like I've said enough about this topic right now. Let me know in the comments what you think. And I hope you have a blessed day. And I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys. Thank you for listening.